Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Fame. When I think of The Social Network, besides it being in my top 4, I think of soft lighting and smooth skin tones. So that's exactly what I tried to do with this scene. For the opening shot of the scene, I set my camera and tripod as far back as I could so I could go as wide as possible. And I set up a tube light just right outside of frame to motivate the lamp that's revealed in the next shot. And I think I had the tube light at 20-25% because the keyword is soft. For whatever reason, I couldn't find my mic stand that I normally have my Rode microphone on, so for most of these shots, I hid the mic under the blankets. The following shot, where the practical is revealed, I took away the tube light and brought in my Amaran light. It's 1,000 times brighter and acted as a better punch for that practical. I noticed for this shot, having the Amaran on its own was a bit too moody. One side of my face, there was just no detail at all, so I decided to bring back in that tube light. I set it up on a small little tripod and again had it at 20%, a frame within a frame. Probably my favorite type of composition to use. I was a little hesitant on this shot because I didn't know if I wanted it to be dirty or clean, and I'm playing with the doorknob here, playing with the towels, trying to decide what I want the shot to be. There was also a lot of spill on one side of the door frame, so I brought in my scrim to kind of minimize some of that. The first couple of shots of the scene are kind of at eye level, so I decided to do a top-down shot for the shot of me throwing my dirty clothes in the basket. And the 3 shots of me in front of the sink, I decided to use the house lights, but I didn't use all of them. They were a bit too bright and made the shot just very overexposed. I unscrewed 2 of the bulbs and then diffused the remaining 2.
Team can help with complimentary song searches. So check out my link in the description below for more info.
The shot of me walking back to the bed from the sink, again, there was a lot of spillage, so I first lowered the intensity of my Amaran light and kind of brought in my scrim to control some of that because it was spreading all over the wall above my pillows. And for the final shot, I left the Amaran where it was, and I also left the scrim where it was. I didn't really need to move anything around because it already looked good how it was. Well, that concludes today's episode of Behind the Fame. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. This video was kind of an experiment because I normally only do behind the scenes and breakdowns from projects that come from the Full of Fame YouTube, but this video kind of stands on its own. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Thomas Tuttle from Full of Fame. Thank you. Oh, and be sure you're following us on Instagram because we're posting behind the scenes from the movie and just a bunch of updates. Thank you guys. Love you.
There's no room to refuse. Don't you mess with us, we're not afraid.